Super duper doo, how old are you? How old do you feel? Isn't it interesting that some things age incredibly well and some not so well? I've seen some very, very old cars in pristine condition. This is obviously a very old car and I don't think it's been moved for a very long time. So here's the question. How are you going to age? What are you going to do? Now here comes a very modern car. It's a Mercedes. It's about to go past. Very modern and very well kept and in great condition, unlike this car, and a little bit like humans. A lot of us are healthy, fit and strong, and we're planning on staying that way for the rest of our lives, and it seems to be there's a lot of other people who are aging very fast. But we can't control what other people do, but we do have full control over what we do. So are you fit? Are you strong? And it's interesting because the top longevity experts, the top cardiologists, because the biggest killer in the world is coronary heart disease, they're all suggesting that the biggest challenge is a loss of muscle and a loss of fitness. So I'll say that again. If you want to get old fast, be really unfit and lose muscle. And that's just called inactivity. And again, the top experts in the world are suggesting that inactivity is now the world's biggest killer. Not smoking. Inactivity is the new smoking. So if you're not active, if you're not fit, if you're not strong, your muscles and bones are wasting away. So your ability to do anything becomes very limited, which means your ability to stay fit becomes very limited, because how can you get puffed? How can you overload your heart and lungs if your muscles and bones aren't strong? So, and I'll paraphrase a top cardiologist who suggested that muscle and max VO2, so maximum fitness and maximum strength, nothing comes close to either of those when it comes to longevity. So whether it's nutrition or supplementation or good sleep or lack of stress or great people in your life, the other things that people say keep you alive for a long time, it's not his exact quote, but his paraphrase was, nothing comes close to having muscle, maintaining your muscle and or building muscle and being really fit. And he talked about max VO2. The fitter you are and the stronger you are, the longer you will stay young. So if you want to stay fit and strong for long, you've got to get puffed, you've got to lift heavy, you've got to overload your muscles and bones, you've got to overload your heart and lungs. And that, of course, is the phosphate system. But I'll say this again, as I do bang on about this daily, the phosphate system is the stay alive system. If you want to stay alive for long, then you have to have a phosphate system that fires up. Now, the other thing that's connected to the phosphate system, though, 100% effort system, go as hard as you can, is fast twitch muscle fibre. Our slow twitch muscle fibres don't waste away because they're the ones that are designed for aerobic activity, for walking, for slow jogging, for doing and living life. We live in the aerobic system. The fast twitch muscle fibres, the ones that fire up to stop us from falling, the ones that fire us up for sprinting, the ones that fire us up for all of the high intense activities, if you don't do high intense activity, they waste away. How about we stop them from wasting away? So as you get older, if you sit in the garage and do nothing, you will rot away. You'll rust away and you won't work. But if you've seen some of the most beautiful, and I've seen them up front live racing, some of the oldest Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsches, old cars, but still going really fast because they've been maintained, they've been looked after, they've been serviced, and they've been driven. Woohoo! So drive your body, make it work hard, turn it into a high performance machine, and be like my little puppy dog Giorgio, who's just come to join me. Giorgio, come here, darling. Come here, sweetheart. Woohoo! My gorgeous, gorgeous Giorgio. Come here, darling. Up here. Come on. Come on. Good girl. My gorgeous, gorgeous Giorgio and Louie. Now, Giorgio's a very old dog now, but she swims hard. She runs fast. She runs up mountains. She chases the ball. She's keeping fit and strong, which means she'll be able to stay that way for very long. Live your life to the max. Be healthy, fit and strong. Woohoo! Don't park in the garage. Look at what's happened to that old thing.